I
Ain't go
haven't.
again, thanks to you.
But I'm gonna
She
go
taking
now.
up for the
I'm gonna
people.
go now. You
So
will.
she taking up for the people. What's happening? I thought she trying to get rid of the people.
I would think it'd be easy, to be on my side instead of strangers than view a podcast. But
It
They're not
feel like
strangers. Who? This is for our people.
okay.
I'm
It's
not
a
your
group
people.
of people. Oh wow. So
One
Shay listening
person
to you.
versus thousands.
Thousands of
Wow.
strangers are worth more than me. Okay, I mean, I'm
So
glad your
she's
opinion
sending.
is
She trying
recorded
to send
on
thousands of
video.
You know
people to
what?
where you
I won't
vacation.
laugh, but
She
I
want
won't laugh.
thousands.
I
She
definitely
want the
won't laugh, but
masses to go
I'll
to where
talk
you
about
vacation.
something else. I'm not gonna lie, I just
Wow.
choose some other ones. I traveled enough.
There you go.
Wow.
I'ma just wing it.
That hurts. That hurts.
What, to not laugh?
No, like to send thousands of people to where your boy likes to vacation. All right. But
Why would you do that?
What?
you just say it's one against thousands, like you're trying to tell 1,000 people where to go, where your world be.
Everybody don't want to go
Always
everywhere. And the things that I might present might not be ideal for them. Everybody's looking for different things on vacations. Who knows? People,
So you're going to
1,000
present
people
tips
came
for
back from
people
Jamaica.
to not pick them up and not do them. Come on now. Don't play us.
Interesting.
They recommendations for things for people to do.
Reverse psychology.
You know what?
We would like to welcome everyone. We would like to welcome you guys to your favorite podcast, The World from Home, where we sit, elaborate, and talk about conversations of topics and things that are going on all around the world, but from the comfort of our own homes. As you can see, we got our gang back today. Gang. The full panel is here. Everybody looks a little bit sun-kissed. A little bit more blessed,
Except
a
you.
little less stressed. I mean, obviously, other than me, obviously. But we good. We're gonna get to that. But we got a good pod for you guys today. We just wanted to go over a couple of things that are going on. And let me kick it off for you guys. Let me give you a tip, a financial tip. If you are anyone who have any knowledge or any skill set that you feel that you can teach it to a next person, teach it to someone else. If you are a cook, you are a dancer, if you do PT training, if you do any type of course, music, go to the website teachable.com. Teachable.com. This allows you to build, this allows you to build a course. You build your course using video materials and also materials that you create yourself, and you sell that course. You can then sell that course. There's thousands and hundreds of thousands of people all over the world who are looking for different information. And you can also build yourself a certificate for that course as well. So if it's cooking, vegan cooking, if it's sewing, if it's dancing, doesn't matter what it is, go to teachable.com and start to create your course today. Yeah, that's my tip for you guys.
Thanks, man. I have a question. Wait, don't pass it yet. I have a question. You know, all that dudes on Instagram stuff, because it's mainly dudes that do this mess. So do they have all that courses? Like, can you look up people on teachable.com and that's how they start making their money? You know, it's like loads of dudes. Like, first of all, why is everybody creating their own robots now? Am I the only one?
What's happening?
And their own finance system.
Oh, she's talking about all of the
like, especially in the States, like all these people on Instagram and you know the one I'm talking about. But I'm seeing like loads of, especially black men.
What's
like,
happening?
Oh, buy this package. I don't like they sell their courses. Like if you want to make money or grow your money. Yeah.
Okay, you were talking about a course because most people understand that. Okay, if someone is telling you. Most people that are telling you I'm making money from Amazon, I'm going to show you how to make money from Amazon, they're going to give you a course because if 1,000 people go and pay $5 for that course, they just made $5,000. You know? It's simple that way. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to sell you a product. They're selling you a course. You understand? So they're selling you something, telling you, okay, this is how you can make more money. So
it sounds like a pyramid scheme in a way.
That's my point.
No, that's not a pyramid scheme. That's more of a... You should know how to do this already. It's not hard. Like,
they have no skills.
They're
caught up in the pyramid scheme. They're just telling you
it doesn't cost. Yeah.
You ever seen those ads on Instagram where they're like, oh, come apply for a job and make money without your education or something like that. But they really like promoting the course, in other words. So I'm saying it's really like, come pay for our courses and we might get you a job eventually. Like.
Oh wait, while if it was talking, were you straight shooting honey like that?
I like to eat honey because I'm a bear.
Yeah.
Oh, because you're sick? But I've never seen anybody take honey like that.
Though. No, I have honey all the time because I rub it on every joint that I smoke. Whatever the last couple years is how I smoke. Every joint is rubbed down with honey. If you don't believe me, ask my friends. But because I have it on hand all the time, I squeeze it down my face sometimes because it's sweet.
And then what does it do for your joint? It just makes it like...
Come on.
It makes it burn slow.
I taught you that. I taught him that. I taught everybody. All that, y'all should know this.
It makes it burn better.
Look like I know how to rub.
It's clean joints.
Don't just start screaming at her.
She acting crazy like she don't know this. She knew this before.
I feel like somebody told me, but I have a horrible memory. I'm just asking.
It's multi-purpose. It makes it burn slow.
Can I say? Let me say this about the what's
man, he don't want you to get this answer about you. Go ahead.
No,
say whatever you want to say.
Let's talk about
because you don't want me to say what I want to say.
real quick. The course is the difference between a pyramid scheme. It's like, okay, what human beings have to understand is there's a niche out there for everyone. So there's a bunch of people who want to learn how to cook something vegan right now. 1 million people want to learn. So there has to be some people who are offering some type of course to teach these people. You might grab 100 of these people. You might grab 1,000. You might grab 100,000. But you don't know until you create your course and put it out there and promote that. So that's the thing about these courses. These courses are not something that you need to sell to someone else. This is something that you build, and you're looking for those people who are interested in that field.
So there's already demand there. Demands exist already. You don't have to sell it. That's nice.
What do you mean demand is already there?
So it's already people that need to learn how to cook. You just come and show them how to cook. Like
how do you know that? Like, how do you know that the demand is there? They tell you that.
Well, I don't know. This is what he's saying. I'm gonna trust him. So now you.
I want to understand if they're like doing your own market research and you figuring out the list of demand, or they actually assist you and let you know. Oh, you know what? This course is actually in demand, so you could make money if you promote that.
There's a few ways to do it. The data, number one, shows what people are looking for, what they're trying to learn. So you can go and look up what courses people are trying to learn. And then if it's something, like I said, that if it's something that you're good and it's your profession, then you should be looking to create that course and then look for people who are trying to learn that. You know,
all right. That's okay.
Always a niche. There's always people who are trying to learn something specific. So just create your course and look for people. If you get 100 people to do your course, you don't have to work in a year. You get 200 people. To download your course, you don't have to work. That's easy.
So what's the website?
Teachable.com. I'm creating a PT course on Teachable this summer. So everybody look out for it. It'll be coming this summer.
Oh, nice. Good trick.
Who want to take next? I don't want to call.
I want to finish answering Bati about this question because
go ahead. My bad. I apologize.
So regarding the rubbing the honey on the joints,
I forget about that.
First off, I'm real focused on all things weed, so don't you worry. Regarding the J situation, first off, I don't smoke weed with tobacco, and I say that not to shun anybody, but when you smoke weed with tobacco, it burns kind of like a cigarette. Normally, it burns pretty decent if you have okay rolling skills. But with clean weed, because the herb can sometimes be moist or sticky, sometimes it has a tendency to burn uneven on one side or the other. And especially if you smoke it somewhere like on the beach or something where it's strong wind, it can mess up the entire joint and you end up throwing up with a lot of weed because it's not mixing anything. So honey stops a lot of that. I smoke at home also. When you burn it, it smells like burnt caramel almost, like sweet stuff. So it smells a lot better than just paper and weed. Yeah. And it makes your J burn slower. So you get to enjoy it more. When you put it down, it actually goes out instead of going for a second and then going down. So it's multi-purpose. Also, it's good for you.
You just did a whole
you sold honey to Batia.
You sold honey, right?
Yeah, well, thank you for your update. Here we go to the
Go ahead.
Somebody give us an update.
Hold on, I'm gonna give y'all some music then since I'm already here. It's a song by an artist called Tama Rabi, and it's R&B. It's really mellow. It's called Brown Angel. It's something you can play to your black queen if you have one, and if you don't have one, play that.
What black queen? Play it for me.
Bam Bam. I got you. Don't worry about nothing. Here you go. All right, y'all.
I already like the song.
It's nice. It's nice.
Send us the name. Send us the name in the chat though, because I know I'm
Brown Angel Tama Rabi. I will send it in the chat.
Okay.
But you can check that out. Nice summer vibes. Dedicated to your lady if you have one. You know. So that'll be it on my tips. I'll keep it short and sweet since I give you the long answer to Jay. Take it away, Batia.
All right, I'm so excited. I feel like this is old news and new news at the same damn time, but I'm still excited to talk about it because I didn't get to talk about it with you lot before. All right, J-Lo and her new boo, Ben Affleck.
That's an old boo?
A new old boo. That's what I mean. Like, it's new old boo. So they were together, I think, in 2002. So she divorced. She got a divorce from that dancer guy, Chris Judd, in 2001, and then her and J-Lo got.
J-Lo been divorced like what? How many times? 5, 6, 7?
Not even about divorce. Let's say how many times has she been proposed to? And her rings, she just goes higher and higher with her rings.
He said, let's ignore the negative side and focus on the positive side.
She collect the rings? What you mean she go higher and higher?
Yo, J-Lo gets the rings, and she'll just get regular rings. She gets like
she don't give them back.
She was like one of the first ones to get a pink diamond, and Ben gave her that pink diamond. I don't even know if she gives them back. They never talk about her giving them back. I don't think she does.
She probably doesn't.
I'm trying to think, if I got a ring, would I give it back? I don't know.
The situation. If you just don't want to be with him, you probably should give it back. If it's because like he fucked up, you probably should keep it.
But what's crazy is, I would probably I don't know, if he fucked up, I probably wouldn't want nothing from him.
I'm the same way. I probably throw it over in some water or something.
Yeah.
Wow.
He probably did.
That's not
anyway, her and Ben are back together. They said like he was emailing her even last year, so that means he was emailing.
I'm sorry, the whole world decided to call me right now.
What I understood, the reason why they broke up was because, you know, of his family not really accepting her and stuff, being a pop star and a Latina, from what I understood. So that was really why they broke up. Not really.
His family didn't like her.
Yeah, and not really about, you know, they didn't have it.
Okay.
So maybe I guess
I don't know. How do you feel about that?
Nobody cares. He old. He like let me.
Yeah, but I don't know how I feel about her and Ben together. Like I thought she made him more popping than he did for her. Like if that makes sense.
Batia, so you like the fact that she keeps switching men like socks? This is nice.
Wow.
J-Lo, do your thing. She still looks good, and she
looks good.
She always looks good. She always gets like a dude. If they're not cute, at least they have swag. Like they got something good. They're either gonna be really.
I showed y'all how J-Lo looked last time, and we agreed.
Shut up. That was
good is not the right word.
We can't do the J-Lo conversation every time. I don't want to Google her and fan pictures of her this time.
And I was just looking at her old photos of her and Ben, and she looks so wonderful. She looks.
Old photos? You said the old ones. The older one.
I'm just saying, I was just like, J-Lo is hot, and she's been hot. She's been that girl. So that's what we're not going to do, is disrespect J-Lo. But anyway, her and Ben are back together. I don't know how I feel about that. I wanted her and Mark to get back together, if I'm honest. But whatever. More exciting news. I don't know if anyone...
Ben Affleck on...
Congratulations. Congratulations to him.
Getting with the same girl you already been with before.
But what's crazy is I feel like...
you said don't ever get back to your ex? No exes?
Hell no. Never.
You say this is probably like him, like, you know, coming full circle. You know, they had some issues and now they done grown. And now, I guess, y'all side to them.
No, thank you.
But what's crazy is, did you all see that, like, I don't know if you all ever looked at his girlfriend before, like the one he broke up like with a few months ago, Anna Diamond.
She looked like J-Lo?
She's a Latina. She's a beautiful, sexy Latina. So he already had those vibes, but she was just young.
He said the second day her husband, her fiance.
He said he slid right in there. He
right in there.
Hardcore. Like I told you, like they said he was emailing her even last year. Home. And then they've been on like.
And you have those dudes that just wait quietly.
Y'all think this is tell people how to be changing these type of men at these type of ages?
She
gotta live her life.
She gotta live her life.
What do you recommend? What do you recommend?
Or no?
Yeah, like.
What do you think?
What is your recommendation? Like
okay,
her
what do you think they're doing?
Her fiance cheated on her with a 23-year-old.
She's 50, so she ain't like having a lot of sex. I mean, one time probably, but she ain't like.
I heard when you get older, your sex drive goes up even more.
For women, not for
like when you. Oh yeah. So there we go. That's 100% true.
I'm saying y'all.
Do we have that reggae
alarm? We produce when we get older. We have.
Tamia is crazy.
Tamia,
how is Tamia just walking around like this? She said for women, not men.
100%.
What do you mean? How am I walking around like this?
You said that so confident. Like, why would you say this?
Is it for men too, or do men start needing help after like 45?
Needing help? Wow.
Motivation.
What's
they made have they made Viagra for
motivation medication?
Because we know, but Viagra for men's been around for years. But
wait, what? Every time I turn my head,
women have to lay down and open their legs. Men have to get hard and do things. Yeah, they have their blood have to circulate. Don't just down the people who blood they circulation not great. That's not right.
Let's not get into the biology because they'll
don't do these.
Somewhere
don't
else.
do. Tamia,
y'all looking really something. Ridiculous right now.
Let's just
move on to my next topic. Let's move on to my next topic because we'll make you all look real ridiculous right now.
It's dead meat.
What's happening?
That's what she said.
All I'm saying is a reason they made Viagra for men. And it's a reason those old men are popping them pills. You don't see Viagra for old men.
What is happening?
Anyway, let's go on to the next topic.
Going down.
Tamia, do you watch Real Housewives of Atlanta? I don't know if you do.
Yes.
You already know what I'm about to get into. Every week is something new with this couple. So just to give you all some information, Portia Williams, she's a cast member of Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's actually like one of the most popular cast members right now. Yeah. And she's got engaged to like they have like first of all they have like the official cast members and then they have like friends of the cast members. So that's usually how they like try out soon to be cast members or like kind of see how they go and then maybe next season they'll be like official cast members. Friends? Yeah. So they come in and they'll usually find somebody that they might have in common with, whether they know them or not. It might usually a lot of times they don't really know these people, but they'll introduce them as like a friend and they'll start coming to events and then hopefully next season they'll actually be an official cast member. So anyway, this new girl, she's like a socialite. Her name is Fallon Gobadia. I don't want to mispronounce
her name. Is Fat Allen?
Fallon. Fallon. FALYNN. I think that's how you say her name. Anyway, let me get to my story. So anyway, she was introduced this season, the last season of Real Housewives as a friend of Portia's. And her husband was an African. He was well-to-do. I think he was Nigerian and he's well-to-do, right?
Yeah.
So the first time we get introduced to her, Portia and her friend show up to Fallon's house and they have like a pool party. You see the husband there and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, Portia just got engaged to Fallon's husband. They got a divorce, I want to say 2 months ago in February, maybe.
It was recent, real recent.
It was recent. It was very recent. So they got officially divorced 2 months ago, and he's already engaged to Portia. And the only reason we know Fallon is because they introduced her as as a friend of Portia. So basically, the internet was blowing up because Portia and this guy got engaged.
Portia is here, and Fat Allen is out.
Fallon's out. She out like she's out. She's off the property, and apparently this guy is very wealthy. He's very rich. But then most recently, like, so it's been a lot of back and forth because people like, I feel like so many people love Portia, but everybody was like, that's dirty. You broke girl code. Even if you all really weren't friends, like Portia put out a statement saying, oh, this girl was never really my friend. I only know her through the show. You know, we never had a relationship. And she's saying her and the husband started their relationship after he had divorced Fallon and they had broken up.
Oh my God, leave me the fuck alone, Jesus Christ.
Or they just had a relationship.
Huh? You said what?
These are important people.
They're important if you watch reality TV like we do. So it was a big deal, because if you watch the show, you'd know how big of a deal it is, but it's not a big deal to you all because you all don't watch the show. But long story short, he just put up videos showing Fallon was cheating. So basically, people's been going in on him and Portia saying they're dirty, like she broke girl code, like, you know, they've only been divorced like 2 months or whatever. And how could they be together already? So they're thinking that they were doing some cheating while they were still in a relationship, while he was still married. But anyway, he was like, nah, I tried to divorce her last year, and then we got officially divorced this year again. And she was cheating on me, and he showed all these video receipts. Basically, he shows like the person she was cheating with, like showing up on his property when he was out of town, them sneaking around on his like property at night and stuff, trying to avoid the security cameras and all of that. So that's the latest, but it was hot. It was hot. I was super excited when I read that, because I was like, wow. And I'm a fan of Portia. Are you a fan of Portia, Tamia?
I love her personality. Like, I like her personality. Too. My sister loves Portia, but it was a sticky topic because, you know, like,
what you think about all this?
You were the person that she was supposed to, you know, they brought her onto the show.
Bro, I'm so lost.
You met her husband, you know, as her husband. So, like,
exactly.
You met her as her husband, so, you know, and then to be creeping within 2 months to already be engaged to him, that's a little bit intense. I would say something crazy is happening.
Y'all share a picture of Portia so we can see her or something?
Portia looks good
now. I told you I don't have my laptop no more.
Remember, I used to be able to help
y'all.
Wow.
I'll share it.
Wow. We gotta get you another laptop. That's not right.
First
of all, this is to everybody who rode that bus that day. Let me catch y'all with that laptop.
I swear, I've been looking for the bag. Every time I'm on a bus, I'm just watching, because I swear, if I see this person, they're gonna have an issue. Because let me tell you, the person that found it is a straight asshole. Because it's a name, first name and full name on the laptop. You could look on Instagram, or you can go to the police and present that name, and they could have found the person for you. So, like, the person is obviously a thief. So if I see you, I'm kicking you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's wild then.
That's so crazy.
Wait, tell me, is your update? What we saying? Who's updated?
All right, we can go. Wait,
yeah, that's it. Basically, yeah. All I was gonna say is she like they together, they're engaged. Sorry, they're engaged now. So Portia's engaged to the guy, to the husband now, and she got his tattoo, and they only been dating now. I want to say at first it was a month, now it's going on to 2 months. When we first heard about it,
he got his tattoo like a picture of him or his name?
She got a tattoo with his name, and they only been dating 2 months. He just got a divorce.
She's super real behavior.
I love Portia because I watched her growth when she first came on this show into what she's been now. She's been like, last summer she was in like, she did a lot of like the protests and a lot of the publicity for Breonna Taylor, and was doing a lot of the marches and stuff and all of that. So she's had a lot of personal growth, and like I watched her from the start of the show to now, and she's doing really good for herself. So I'm proud of her. And she's very pretty. I think she's a very attractive girl. So I was happy for her, but yeah, I don't know if that was the best move. But that ain't my business. Anyway. We can move on to travel tips, Tamia.
All right. So my travel tip today is going to be on one of my favorite countries that I visited. And all of my traveling is one of the places that I want to also go back. As soon as they allow us to travel, it's one of the first places I want to return to, I guess. And it's Thailand. So one of the main things to love about Thailand, first of all, the fact that it's affordable. Even though Israel is really far from Thailand, the flights are affordable. You know, you can find flights anywhere between 2,000 to 4,000 shekels approximately, which is relatively affordable. And room accommodations anywhere between 2,000 to 4,300 shekels. And that was a 2-week period. So we went to 4 destinations. The flights are 4 destinations. 2 international flights there and back. 3 internal flights. The room stayed at 4 hotels. So the prices that I'm talking about are inclusive of all these things. 3 international flights and 2 internal flights and 3 international flights. Anyway, so that was really affordable, I think. Outside of that, the weather is amazing. You can find food, you can find vegan food everywhere pretty much. So it's not really hard to find. It's really, really affordable.
Did you eat some stinky tofu in Thailand?
We had do you have a what?
Did you eat some stinky tofu?
I did not. I ate a tofu burger, which was the best tofu burger. Let me tell you. So they make the tofu like they grind it up like we do, I guess, scrambled tofu, and they turn it into some type of a patty, and then they batter this patty. And let me tell you, it's the best vegan burger I've ever eaten.
Have you tried to make it? Or no?
Not yet, I haven't, but I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna go ahead and try it now. It came back to me.
I heard the fruit there is amazing.
Write that down.
Delicious. And the fruit, and like you got fresh fruit, and everything is so affordable. First of all, the currency is a tenth of a shekel, which is, we can't even talk about it. It's extremely, extremely, extremely cheap there for shopping. And they have also, whoever's into like knockoffs, they have like the big knockoff malls in Bangkok. People, let me tell you, I have friends that go to Thailand once a year just to do like.
We'll go to the mall.
All of the knockoff shopping, and they come to Israel and sell that crap for like 3 times the price. So
give me all the fake Gucci and Nikes. I'll be styling and profiling out there for 10 shekels. I would be.
So that's
Gucci
what everybody, pretty much. So it's like, you can find.
Ain't nobody gonna know.
She got some knockoffs like that. They didn't deliver the luggage in time, so they had to buy some like clothes because the luggage, they arrived to the hotel and the luggage didn't come. So that's what they did in Thailand. They bought some like faker. She was like, I just needed some slippers. It was some fila. What's crazy is, shout out to Rita after she left them here, and they became my new house shoes until they broke. But they definitely was the red. Definitely was staining my feet.
They said they do high quality knockoffs, so it's not like the cheap versions that you find in different places. Almost like.
I would love this mall. I would love this.
It's in Bangkok. I forget the name of it, but I'm gonna look it up and y'all.
I'm getting fake Gucci and Louis everything. Let's go. 10 shekels, give me a Gucci bag.
You and name brands only from now on. From your trip,
they cost 10 shekels. This is easy.
Not getting paid to promote Bangkok malls. I don't think.
I'm just telling y'all. I'm telling y'all what's there. I'm just telling you.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Tamia.
Honestly, I didn't even go to the mall because I was there for like the experiences. Plus, I spent more of my time on the islands because you have, first of all, you get to really experience the culture there, and then you have every excursion possible, all the boat rides, kayaking, jet ski, whatever you can think of, every type of extreme sport, they have it, and also an affordable prices. The only thing I don't recommend, the reason why I don't recommend this is because I was in a group before I left, Thailand Chalano, Israeli group, because I wanted to find out as much information before I traveled. And it's this really dangerous water park in Koh Phangan, right? And they have like these extremely steep slides and shit like that or whatever, and there's no security, and so many people have been injured there. So I just don't recommend people to go. I guess do your research, check all of these places.
Come risk your life.
They have places that are not certified, so you got to check everything. They have all these excursions, and everybody's really trying to make some money, so you got to check. And a lot of people were injured, like falling, thinking that it was safe, and like actually ended up hurt or whatever. So that was crazy.
That's crazy. So, I'm definitely make sure you write the name down. So I make sure
I'm gonna have everything tagged.
One thing also, I do is make bad decisions.
If you like to party and like to turn up, they have the full moon party in Koh Phangan.
That's what I was gonna ask you about. Yeah,
we went, and let me tell you, it was like a out of this world experience. It's almost like being at a festival, but then it's a party, but then it's a festival, and it's on the beach. It was the most amazing party. We partied literally till the sun came up. And also, as long as you monitor yourself and make sure, you monitor your drinks at the bar. I understand that like when you get mixes and stuff, you have to be careful with how they mix drinks. So we only drank beer, which they opened and we drank, or like a shot of whiskey direct. We didn't like mix, no mixers for us or whatever. So we had a pretty safe night. But it was really one of the best experiences. You see people from all over the world. You literally meet everybody. It was amazing. So that was nice. And that's pretty much it. Thailand is one of the places that I can't wait to return. Oh, and massages. You can get a full body massage for like 30 shekels. So you can get a massage every single day. Shut up. That's less than $10 a day.
My sister said she was getting massages at the beach. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. My sister said she was getting massages at the beach as old woman was coming.
The only massage that I don't recommend now, if you like somebody on you and kind of like really being aggressive with your body, you should try the Thai massage. for me and my sister, we pretty much cried through it because it was the most painful thing I have experienced in my life. So I definitely don't recommend that. So you had an
AV agent walking on your back causing you pain? You paid
No,
for
they
this?
ain't walking on your back. They literally
they use their arms.
They get in. That's what we got.
They swell down. No, it's nice, man. It's nice.
But
it's not nice.
I don't know if I could take that.
I'm a big person.
Nice. It was not pleasant.
Probably take people touching me like this. So,
it's nice.
I really like strangers putting their hands on me, no way. So that's cool. I'm cool.
If they started bending, you probably would try to fight
it. It was nice.
It wasn't, and then we were in pain for like a day and a half. Believe me.
It's nice though.
So how did you feel after that?
I felt horrible. That's what I felt. I actually, if you don't want to edit it in the clip, I have a clip because I filmed it. We recorded right after we left out of how miserable we were after we got this massage. So y'all can edit that in, and we can edit that in, and just to show people how like that was the worst thing ever.
I can't help you there.
Apologize. You apologize.
Well, that's it. That's pretty much it on the I wanted to say the 4 locations that we went to. So we landed in Bangkok. From Bangkok, we took a flight to Koh Samui, then a ferry to Koh Phangan, and a ferry back. From Koh Samui, we flew to Phuket. From Phuket back to Bangkok. So those were the 4 destinations that we were in. And that's it.
That's where I want to go.
It's nice. It's nice. It's nice.
Really
it's peaceful, it's relaxing, and it's affordable.
Nice. So a lot of people trying to get out their houses. A lot of people trying to get on planes right now. There's a lot of people trying to spend money they don't have for a little freedom, a little air. I hope y'all can get to Thailand or get to somewhere.
That's me. I'm one of those people.
All y'all broke people who want to get.
I heard Jamaica ain't no cheap trip.
Yeah, and. Yeah, man, y'all gonna have to pay for that.
You have to spend all of your coins in Jamaica.
No, your travel is expensive in general now. You gotta do the COVID test, you gotta do the PCR test. It's lots of tickets.
In London, they charge you a pretty penny for these tests. They actually took them down, but it's still expensive. It's more expensive.
I'm gonna take one more second just to give y'all a really important travel tip, and it came to me when Will said. So they, the PCR test here in Israel, they require you to go to the private hospitals, Ichilov or even Soroka or a few hospitals. Anyway, and the price is 297 shekels. But now they have in the airport, you can get them for way cheaper. You can get one within 14-hour results for 45 shekels, which is super cheap. And then you can get within 4-hour results for 135 shekels, which also is saving so much. They're charging people out of the hand to take these COVID tests.
On the website.
These companies are robbing us. They're just taking advantage of us.
Yeah, so I recommend that whoever's plans to go to the airport, take a few seconds, or if you got time before a flight, get it done.
That ties directly into one of our topics that we want to talk about, the vaccine. Y'all know Israel was the country who they forced the vaccine on. This was one of the most highly vaccinated countries out of all the motherfucking countries. And as of next month, they said you could go everywhere and do everything, whether you vaccinated or not. So this really make me feel like I was right about them just experimenting on us because they somehow got permission to do it here.
But then you sent me an article about a heart condition or something?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. There's been a lot of studies confirming that there's been problems with the vaccine. One of them was saying that it caused heart problems and heart inflammation and stuff. Another one was saying that a lot of women who took it was having miscarriages and stuff recently. Right. And this vaccine ain't even been around that long. So if it's harder side effects that take a long time to kick in, then we could still have yet to see the worst of it. So I'm glad I waited and fought it off. But yeah, and they said the Johnson & Johnson vaccine had an issue that caused blood clots. Like, what the hell is that? Like, so, and every medical company could make a variation of the vaccine if you have enough money. Basically, it was like 8 or 9 different versions of the vaccine. So it was very, very, very jacked up. And now comes to find out that you could fly, you could get around without it when they would say that you wouldn't. Take myself, for example. I haven't had the shot, but I was able to fly. You get a PCR test, you confirm that you're healthy, they let you get on the plane, basically. But now they enforce this vaccine on millions of fucking people with it having been side effects and not worked on properly.
Yeah.
So, very, very terrible.
I just hate how fraudulent they were being. Like the fact that they literally showed this picture of like within 2 months you not being allowed to really have a life, no social life, you can't come in no restaurants or no this or that. And for a month they enforced it. Like the first month out of COVID, when I tell you they enforced it, they made people's lives miserable if they didn't have the vaccination. So even more people got vaccinated, and then a month later they tell us, oh, June 1st, none of the corona restrictions apply anymore. No masks, no vaccines, no top-down rope.
So you don't have to wear masks from June 1st? Wow.
We have only in some indoor places still you have to wear masks, but as long as you're outside. No more
but
masks.
What's crazy though is I want everybody else to wear masks. I just don't want to have to wear masks anymore. But I wouldn't mind wearing masks on like public transport, but I just don't like the feeling of a mask sometimes. But on public transport, I want us to still wear masks forever in life. I just don't want people. I've never liked people breathe in the same air as me. So the mask is a good thing.
If somebody got on a mask, I think they're sick, bro. Stay away from it.
Nah, but how about Asians been ahead of the curve? Whenever you see Asians coming, like especially
that's why I don't play. I don't play with
them. They've been ahead of the curve. They've been over here.
Yeah,
ahead of everything. So they try to protect the rest of the world from them. They over there doing all types. No, Batia. They over there eating puppies. What are you talking about? They eat dogs in Asia, stray dogs. They eat off the fucking street. So yeah, wear a mask.
Okay, I can't see no part to this conversation.
I'm just trying to tell you what's going on.
Am I making this up? Is this not facts? They have a market of dogs.
Wait, are you saying that it's a correlation between
I think that's how
eating habits to what happened in the world?
We are not about to start a Donald Trump.
I think they
COVID specifically came from animals because they ate a strain of wild.
No, I believe.
And they get corona. Yes, the way you eat affects some of the diseases. Come on now. They ate some wild, unsanitized animals in Wuhan, where they have a market with people, puppies, and dolphins.
It was 2 on 10. The time was 2 on point.
That's true.
I don't think it came from animals. Even if it came from animals,
it's not the first disease. What happened? You know what SARS? You know what SARS? Well, like you get it
came from the bat.
They eat this. They get this stuff from animals.
No, the only reason, cows. No, but real talk, like with COVID and stuff, COVID's been around for decades. However, that laboratory in Wuhan, I believe government's always trying to experiment on people. So that laboratory held that virus there. And to me, it makes perfect sense that somebody either released it intentionally or accidentally.
And created it.
And Wuhan is one of the most populated areas in that country. It's one of the most populated areas in that country. And that's how I think it could have spread as well. But
they have a market where they serve you street possums, unwashed street possums. This is where they get these diseases from. It's not complicated. They're eating them. They're over there eating frog legs and people and dolphins. You gonna catch something if you eat like this. This is where a lot of hardcore stuff happen in these areas where just like you would eat anything, you would catch it. Animals don't have the same diseases as us. Our bodies aren't built to deal with
man-made. I feel like it was man-made. It was 2 on 10. It worked perfectly. I feel like it worked.
So when y'all say man-made, that means like a man. How did they make y'all say like
a biologist, like a chemist, somebody made it? What you mean?
Just like that in there creating
no, I'm saying like so you feel like
everything else.
It didn't have.
I feel like the virus has been around forever. However, what's happened now, I feel like they're experimenting on us. I 100% believe it. I always believe in government.
I'm telling y'all factually where it came from.
Don't forget the book. You won't forget about that book. Who was the author of that book? I'm trying to remember his name. I read his books before, but anyway, he even talked about an epidemic, and then it started in Wuhan, China, because they have a lab. They have that lab that has all the viruses. Like they have the Ebola virus. That lab holds all those viruses.
I don't think somebody ate something and it affected the whole world.
I think somebody either released it intentionally or accidentally.
So you think Gibbs is saying that they
like if I eat a bat, then my whole house is about to get COVID.
If you get COVID,
but if you catch a contagious disease around people, you gonna pass it. That's how disease happen. A few people get lucky.
I know how diseases happen. I don't feel like eating a bat caused a pandemic.
I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I researched. This is not my thoughts. They ate stuff you're not supposed to eat, and it had viruses that our body are not.
That's not true. That's not true.
But I'm not just gonna
what you think. I'm telling you what I know.
I'm not just gonna
tell you about your thoughts. I'm telling you about what I know.
These are real stories. These are real stories.
People all around the world are eating crap they shouldn't be eating. First of all, people all around the world are doing crap they shouldn't be doing. We have dump sites in first world countries like America. They have dump sites.
Can the audience please leave a couple of comments for us and tell us like where it came from? Because we have a little.
No, we don't need no comments. We don't leave China. We're gonna leave a link.
It came from China.
We are not gonna blame China.
We miss you in the
Look, check this out. The problem is it's not so much as of the virus, okay? Because this virus was not even worse than a common flu. It didn't even kill more people than a common flu. So it was more of the people who are benefiting from creating these so-called emergency vaccines and making contracts with not businesses, entire countries. So they were making contracts with countries, forcing countries to take these vaccines. So these are the people who really got the power. These are the people who really got the money. And these are the same people who actually own the factory in Wuhan. You know.
Ophir, what Ophir saying makes perfect sense because the richest people in the world only got richer during this period. So that's
some of them dads.
And even when they really look at the numbers, what we used to drive me crazy was looking at the numbers that they used to show on the news, like the amount of people that passed away, the amount of people that was sick, the amount of people that were on life support, something like that they updated like daily. The thing about it is, even with those numbers, which were fabricated numbers, this is after they like. Every person that died, they stamped the corona stamp on their death certificate. Mm-hmm. Even with all of that fabrication, the numbers, with the percentages were so small. And I'm like, why is this country in a straight panic? You can't do this. They giving me a $5,000 shovel knots for being outside after I was COVID. I mean, I tested negative twice, like back to back negative. And they still trying to give out the report. They had us They had what's the segment in English?
Asking for a friend.
Segment in English.
Lockdown.
It's lockdown, lockdown. So they had like a lockdown in Israel once I landed.
You got GPS.
No, that wasn't what happened with me. It was just a technical mishap. Anyway, so they weren't able to confirm whatever it was like a technical issue, but still the way they were acting about these about like COVID and everybody was panicking. I'm like, these, and not to take away from nobody that passed away, but these numbers, like we have more people down in car accidents in Israel than any other thing that's happening. So like, why we not getting better roads or making driving tests even harder? I don't know. But these small numbers got the whole world shut down. I couldn't believe it. I was in shock. I still don't.
Yeah, I agree with the numbers of the driving in Israel. It's always an issue.
Yeah.
Was it like 6,000 out of 8 million people?
I feel like the corona is such it's had us in the house for almost 2 years, so it's such a hard subject for people to wrap their head around because it came out and then people said China, then it was like black people all over the world saying it was 5G towers, they want to turn them on, they want to kill people with towers and the signal, and then it was this and then it was that. And nobody is watching the people that are just getting paid, just like sitting down, just getting paid. Or everybody else panic, everybody else create their own stories. Motherfuckers just sitting down, creating. And people are so worried about what's in the vaccine, like what's in it. Bro, it could be water. The people are getting paid. This is what you're not understanding. Even if they're giving you water.
But because of what's happening, because people not getting water, because a 23-year-old girl, like I told y'all before, died about a month ago after getting her second shot with no previous health issues and health conditions to pass away a week later at 23-year-old at the prime of her health. It ain't water, that's for sure. We just don't know what it is. I don't think it's water. I don't think they getting paid, but they doing other stuff. I think it's about getting paid and it's about control. So I don't know what the hell is in this vaccine. And this is why I was there
I think they're injecting pee into the people.
What is R. Kelly in the layup with him? Like,
you said
I think the Illuminati been saving up pee.
That's probably 100 years.
Dr. Robert Kelly, please.
They all got the Kelly
Dr.
virus.
Robert Kelly's with Dr. Fauci making them.
And they injecting pee straight into people's bloodstreams and they flipping out. I think that's what's going on.
Wow.
I mean, some people are cool, but some people have a side effect. The main thing is like, this is a test. This drug is still in testing stages. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be running.
They use this country to test us.
This is what I'm trying to say. We don't know. We don't know how much. We don't know how much is actual testing. How much is water? How much is placebo? We don't know how much
is chips.
Yeah, we don't know how much is a chip. Yeah, how much is actually small chips being inserted into people's arm and magnetic devices. There's so many different options out there. Because like Yimwell just said, you have Johnson & Johnson creating a fucking
they're not even supposed to be making shots.
You got
the baby lotion company.
Yeah, they're crazy. Creating vaccines.
And they already in the past messed up on something. They already messed up on something. They had like a product that killed people already. And they just so rich and they provide for babies, so you can never take them out. Because everybody loves babies, so they just keep going.
The baby lotion is just pure mineral oil. So people are just putting chemicals on their baby skin. The shampoos, all of that. Johnson & Johnson is absolute trash. The baby powder.
Yeah, most of the baby products is literally are chemicals. And it's like every couple of months, every couple of years, you hear, oh, the baby formula actually killed 100 babies or some crap. Or actually the cream started. It's just
y'all heard it here first, people. Y'all heard it here first. My parents use that shit on me every day.
That explains a lot.
I hope we get back.
That explains a lot.
Wow. That might be.
Baby oil was a thing. Baby oil was a thing, bro. That was a real thing. Like baby oil was the quick oil. And just one little pip that rub your whole body down.
Yeah, baby oil used to be the stuff. I think
you gotta get a little of this in your body, yo. You gotta get that pure cocoa butter.
I got the shit in the cocoa.
When last time you seen some baby oil? Oh, I ain't seen baby oil in years. Like, I don't have babies, right?
I don't want to stop.
But people ain't gonna use that on their babies no more. People
I don't know
better.
nobody use that.
Yeah, I like the natural oil. All of the like.
It smells so good though, babe. The clear baby oil, I love the smell of clear.
No, baby oil, baby powder
smells
nice. So good.
It does smell good.
No, baby powder smell like boo boo about to be around.
No, I love
the clear baby oil though.
I like the smell of baby.
You said it sound like a pre.
You said you like the smell of baby shit, Batia.
Wow.
New baby, that baby food smells so nice.
What are you even saying?
Yeah, baby powder definitely smell nice. Especially like I like.
No, Batia not saying no baby powder. She said baby.
I said he said it smells like baby poop, and I said I like the smell of baby poop too.
I really don't like the smell.
What
honestly, I hope I don't get no backlash for this, but I don't like the way babies smell.
For all the men out
it.
there.
Okay, so let me tell you something.
That milk smell almost makes me want to puke. I don't feel that way when I have
No, okay.
Sure
I think I know what you're talking about.
Spray them down.
You know the baking smell?
Spray them with Yves Saint Laurent perfume.
So when you first get burned,
so
when you first get burned to a baby, I don't like that smell. That baby smell, I don't like natural. But give them a day or two to marinate. Baby smell perfect to me.
Let babies marinate for 2 days
like my niece,
and take shits,
smell, but like,
and you gonna like the way they smell.
Baby scent that certain babies have, where they smell.
Batia basically saying, don't wash your baby and let him shit if she don't like it.
Yeah. First of all, you're not supposed to wash your baby like the first day.
What? Don't wash your baby?
No, you don't do that. Wipe them. You just wipe them down.
My baby taking a full-blown shower.
Is
his first day out, welcome to the world, take a shower.
No, you're not supposed to.
Yeah, blood on you, sir.
Your baby gonna be Spartacus.
You don't do that.
He gonna feel all it's a reason why they can't don't shower.
He gonna be different.
First off, he lived in water for 9 months. He could take a shower.
His skin is water. He don't need no more showers.
That's not water.
That ain't the same water.
Amniotic fluid and all of that good stuff. So now you that's just stuff.
I actually watched the childbirth.
Okay, now we about to start saying we watch the childbirth.
It's traumatic.
Babies smell good up until like 2.5. Babies smell good. They have babies. I love the smell of babies.
Why is the childbirth traumatic?
It looks horrific. Like the whole process, what's going on and what the women are actually going through. Like people talk about, oh yeah, I was in labor. My mom told me she was in labor with me for how many hours. But you still don't relate to it until you see it happen and you see people dilating and opening up
like
and
bow,
ripping
bow,
and
bow,
tearing.
bow, 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 bow.
No, and tearing and ripping and going through stress and trauma.
It's traumatic. Every woman that has kids, so then they still have more kids.
How long do it take women's coochies to go back to normal after childbirth?
That's why you're supposed to breastfeed.
We don't have no kids.
It helps it close quicker.
Tell me.
I'm sure it's that. How long do they take? How long do they give females?
I think they give women 2 weeks or 3 weeks that you can't.
It's 6 weeks.
Yeah. 6 weeks. About 6 back fixed.
Some people can snap back quick.
Yeah,
it depends on every woman is different.
Does it work like it used to before though? Do it work the same?
We don't know. I don't know.
First of all, that's why women are meant to breastfeed, because breastfeeding helps it come back even tighter.
Oh man, I think I'm going to help out my future wife with the breastfeeding thing. I'm gonna figure that out.
I need to know those details too.
No, I'm just saying. It's my wife. It's our milk. It's ours.
I just saw that.
If it's good for a newborn, it has to be good for an adult. That's all I'm saying.
Definitely, it can clear like people that get pink eye. Pink eye.
I don't want it in my ass.
People have tasted it. I won't taste it. I refuse to taste it.
I've never tasted it. I don't think I want to.
I don't like cow's milk, so I definitely won't like people's milk.
I am making a breast milk pina colada.
What's crazy is I drink human milk before I drink cow's milk.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to drink no cow milk.
I drink cow's milk before I drink another. If a woman milked the bottle and was like, here.
Oh, we can't hear you.
I drink cow's milk.
Oh, Sarah, we can't hear you. I hear like it's very faint. Yeah, it's like you're in a tunnel.
I feel like breast milk and cookies would be so nice.
Thick, grainy, thick oatmeal shake.
Yeah.
Like
I don't like milk, period, but
and I don't like shakes. That's so gross to me. Y'all got me. You know what? Let's change topic. What was we going from here? The fight.
The breast milk.
We was going to the Mayweather.
Wait, has to fix his sound. Oh, talk so we can hear you. It's
sound
like
you're far away.
Who underwater?
Go fear, he drowning.
I'm done with breast milk. Y'all got me like.
No, we gotta talk about
milk. You gotta what?
He said we gotta talk about the milk. It's important.
I mean,
I'm not done.
Y'all can talk about it. I don't want to.
Milk has never been anything that's like sexy or attractive. The only thing I like ice cream. The fact that you have ice cream, but like a glass of milk. People that just drink glass of milk, I don't understand it. I put it in my smoothies now, but. I like, what's crazy is I like oat or rice milk or hemp milk. Hemp milk is actually my favorite. We just never get it. Don't know why.
Hemp milk is good.
Hemp milk tastes good.
Really, I've never tasted it.
It don't sound good. I've never had any. It sounds nice.
Okay, what's happening?
Good. Remind me to bring you all some when I come. It's really good.
Is my sound still crazy?
No, you sound legit.
Hemp is like the hemp seed.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to be careful.
I forgot what I wanted to say. I wanted to say something.
You said that breast milk is the best milk, and all the sweets that y'all ever made at the sweet shop was made with breast milk.
No, that's not true. I mean, that would have been. That could be nice, but that's not true.
People sell that milk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Be a lot more healthy babies.
How we go from breast milk to now other milks? We going to like soy milks and.
I want to make it like a Starbucks,
but
like a breast milk cafe.
I know what it looks like.
Where we have a bunch of big-chested, pretty women serving up different strains of breast milk.
If you have pretty titties and men could come and just, for a nice, take their breaks and suck some milk, bro, you will be a rich man. You know?
This is a startup?
You lot is so gross.
Bro,
you lot is so gross.
I wish we would move on.
You lot is so
First
gross.
off, the milk is close to the woman's heart, so you know it's nice.
You rich, bro.
Fetish. That's a whole fetish.
You rich.
Take it one step further. I wasn't saying it's sucking straight out the source.
The milk is not good. The milk is not great. So if whoever's coming here is gonna be paying you big bucks, bro. Because these people want this milk for real.
You
mean the milk is not great? The milk is good.
Breast milk is not great, bro.
As far as what you mean? The texture is not great. It's not great.
It don't taste great. It don't taste.
Is it great?
Watery. I'm seeing the consistency is watery.
That's all that matters, bro.
That's all that matters. Over here, people actually sell it. Like they sell it. Like it's a big thing.
You can make money. I wouldn't mind
trying to
selling
get
my
into the breast milk
I
business.
And then
wouldn't care.
especially if you're a vegan, it sells.
But I don't want to sell it to nobody no sickhead. I'll sell it to somebody that wants
breast
to
milk.
baby.
I feel like that's my DNA. Like,
I'm trying to get into the breast milk business. So.
I would sell it for good money. I would
talk about it.
But
imagine if you have really bad acne. Breast milk bath.
The only person that I want to touch my breast milk is my baby, my child. All the rest of that conversation y'all having is
you have extras that you can't do that with. You want to sell it? Let's say you have one baby. He can't drink all the milk. You want to sell the extras? You get extra money in your chest.
I'm cool on selling breast milk.
You have 200 bills in your chest.
It's my DNA. I'm not selling it. No thank you. We human beings. Y'all realize that, right? We human beings.
Human beings drink cow's milk. I'm just saying.
We can't drink our human beings. People sell sperm. Like, what you talking about?
I'm not selling it.
Blood. People sell blood.
Eggs. They sell the eggs.
People sell kidneys.
I sell an egg before I sell
hearts, body parts, livers, kidneys.
You gonna sell your whole baby?
This breast milk is so It's something about people drinking your DNA that's disgusting to me.
Oh, drink? Okay.
It's the thought of somebody going to drink my DNA.
It's a baby. I'm saying I'm selling to a baby.
I can't live.
Women are just gonna pour it on themselves, like, and get a kick out of it. Just pour it in
If you drink milk, you'll drink tea.
Wow.
That's human juices. Do y'all realize that? That's disgusting.
No, that's not the same juice.
It's gross. It's gross.
You just said milk and tea is the same thing?
It's kind of like people juice. Ew.
No.
But how about people use
you wouldn't come in the room and pick up your brand new.
And I would actually sell it if people want to use it for the ad drop or for medicinal reasons. But to
what you know they use it for?
They
don't tell you what they use it for.
Tea is good for your skin. Tea is good for your skin.
You cannot put it in your mouth.
Your first morning tea is good for your skin.
Yeah, skin, whatever. Don't drink.
And how about your first? They say a lot of women use it for beauty. Making good. How about making good? Making good talks about it. See, I've heard about that several times.
What she do? Making good was drinking somebody's breast milk.
No, you don't drink. She's talking about pee. I started talking about urine and how urine's good for your skin, and that's
making good. Talking about pee now. This shit that they will reduce our black points.
We can't just be doing everything.
That's true.
A man came up and said I did about ejaculation being good for your skin.
No, that's true.
No woman comes.
No, I mean, a dermatologist.
That's true.
Respected doctor.
It's true.
Saying that it is.
I saw the results. That's true. I saw the results.
It's just like, where do we draw the line? Where do we draw the line?
That's true.
We can't just
now right there.
Oh, because
the line is after
they
that.
say pee was good for your I don't know, for your intestines. You're gonna start drinking it. Like, we can't just do everything. It's other stuff that we
inject
can do before we get to
you can't drink it. Inject it into your intestines.
We take a group of poor people, we test it on them first, and we see if it works. And then we decide.
Why can't we mess with all of the natural crap first, like all the oils and do all the treatments and all that before we go to pee? Like, why we gotta get to pee on our skin?
Ain't nobody peeing on my skin.
Like, I don't care if it clear me up immediately. Like, pee.
Listen.
If you get stung on the beach, you should get peed on.
Somebody gonna pee on you.
100% sure.
If you get stung.
If you get stung by a jellyfish, somebody need to pee on you. Your own pee does not work. Somebody need to pee. No, your pee don't work. Your own pee don't work. Somebody else has to pee on you.
But don't pee on my face.
Nah, bro.
Just knock me out when you do it.
You said
it has to be done, it has to be done.
Your own pee does not work on a jellyfish thing. You need foreign pee.
Shut up. Your own pee can't work. It's just us women, we can't digress.
Pee on yourself too.
Pee on yourself, fool.
You talking about?
Listen.
You just want somebody to get peed on.
What are we talking about? Nasty milk.
You need multiple strangers to pee on you.
R. Kelly got a new case now, bro. He like, bro, she was a jellyfish.
It was for their skin.
I had to do it.
I was trying to help her.
I had to.
How about R. Kelly's gonna be so excited about this
I apologize to all the listeners out there who, we don't normally talk about peeing on each other, but it got.
I don't apologize. Somebody needs to talk about peeing on y'all.
Talking about it.
It has to be me.
This conversation never happened. I hope we just delete this call.
Some of y'all deserve to be peed on, even if y'all didn't get stung. Think about it.
Wow.
Let that settle in. Y'all wasn't raised right.
Wow.
You said they should be peed on because they wasn't raised right?
That's different. That's hurt.
I wish we could just stop talking about pee.
Hold on.
Did anybody watch y'all from the world?
Did anybody watch the fight?
I saw it.
I didn't.
It was so short. It wasn't even worth.
Floyd Money Mayweather got another couple M's off of doing nothing.
It was the worst thing I've ever seen on TV.
You can never not be a fan of a black man making millions of dollars off the back of a white man. It makes me
doing it easy.
I mean, whatever.
Go Floyd.
As far as entertainment, I was really bored. I don't even watch fights, but I would watch a good fight. At least you would want to see what's happening. And like Floyd Mayweather started off real slow. He was like,
getting gassed after 2 rounds, and he was getting punched in the face and hugging because he couldn't handle it.
And then the scores was like, it was so lame. The Paul Gap was out of 90-something attempts, he landed 7 hits, which was like,
Floyd didn't let him touch him.
I wasn't entertained at all.
He's the greatest defender of all time.
He said, you can't hit me. Never.
Yeah, you can't just
First of all, how much did he make off of that fight? How much was
like 10 million, 30 million, or something dumb.
10 million, and then he got a percentage of the pay-per-view.
And then half of the pay-per-view.
He got half of the pay-per-views. He got 10 million. Yeah. And Paul, I read in the comments, somebody said, like, these are the type of reparations I'm here for. Like,
that's what I'm saying. How you gonna not be a fan? Be a fan of that. I was like,
he got Paul Logan got 250K and Floyd got 10 million.
That's still nice. Like, you got $250,000 for a spare boxing match of 10 minutes. To get punched in the face a little bit.
Yeah.
Floyd was punching him in the face, though. Floyd was definitely punching his head.
He was getting to him, and his brother was on the side, still talking shit. Oh, yeah.
He's way bigger than Floyd, so it was like, it wasn't even for his weight. So he was able to eat the punches because he's a bigger man, but he was only leaning on Floyd and getting punched as soon as he let go. So I'm happy the black man punched in the face, got some money.
Somebody to beat his brother's butt. The brother is the one I really
because he's so great.
His brother is real wild. He's not gonna lose. His brother not gonna lose.
Did you all see he got a tattoo of the hat? He took off of Floyd, but he said, "Got your hat." He got a tattoo of that hat. The baseball cap.
This boy is just like so stupid. His brother is obviously the thirstiest.
His like everything he's a sum up of everything that's horrible with kids today. Like him.
But that's what gets you. Like I said, I agree with what everyone said already about the fight. It wasn't entertaining at all. I just feel like only a white boy, a white YouTube boy can get a fight with the greatest fighter of all time.
That's insane.
That's true.
Like,
but
the fact that you can't just get a fight with Floyd Mayweather. Like, that's not just
you're not no seasoned fighter.
Yeah, that's millions and billions.
But maybe
of dollars.
for Floyd Mayweather, just like you said, it was worth it.
The money was worth it.
A nice chunk of change.
Definitely is worth it.
Definitely is worth it.
All right, y'all. Let me explain it because ain't nobody do no research. The Logan Paul dude, the way he getting these amazing fights is because he's one of the biggest personalities ever on YouTube. He got
we know that.
26 million or something subscribers. Just so y'all can understand, the Joe Budden #1 music podcast got like 900,000. So y'all can understand the difference. So he has a lot of audience. And for him not being the greatest fighters or whatever, he got a lot of people investing in getting his ass beat now because he didn't embarrass Nate Robinson, talk trash, snatch Floyd hat. So it ain't about him being professional or good enough to face Floyd because he ain't gonna never be. You talking about one of the greatest black men to ever put on gloves. But he got enough followers to bring in fans. Fans equals money. The pay-per-view is about people paying the view. So you got a big amount of people that's gonna see you, millions that are gonna come pay. Everybody can make money right now. And then Floyd being the brilliant businessman that he is, he knows that he's the draw. So he basically demanded all of the money. I mean, it was 30 M's to 250,000, something like this. So, go black man. I'm in support.
It was just so dreadful. I don't recommend anyone to waste their time watching it. And everybody was gambling and stuff. So many people lost unnecessary money. Why would you vote against? Why would you gamble?
They were actually betting against Floyd, though. Idiot.
Only a fool would do that.
Who bet against Floyd?
That's stupid.
A lot of people were. I saw a lot of people.
I would have been betting at what round.
Why would you lose?
Gonna knock him out or something? Like I could understand that and get in that room because I was surprised the boy lasted as long as he did.
He kind of a big guy.
He was leaning on him the whole thing because he was leaning on him the whole round.
First of all, he's twice Mayweather's size, and That's why there's
Yeah,
classes.
he's so small. I never realized he was that tiny. What's his height?
He's Kevin Hart. They very small. They small.
Oh, he like tiny, not like
yeah. He's small.
He's a featherweight boxer, lightweight featherweight.
He's very small. He like T.I. Very small.
No, but who remembers when T.I. was trying to fight Floyd?
T.I. and Floyd, they're the same.
Remember that?
They height.
What was wrong with T.I.? Why would you try and fight a boxer and
he swung at him?
Boy, Floyd would have laid T.I. straight out.
First off, T.I.'s crazy. He would have shot all of his crew. Y'all remember what T.I. got arrested for, right? Bang, a trunk full of like tech nads with lasers and scopes and long stretch magazines. T.I.'s a psycho, okay? He not trash.
But his family, they love guns. They love guns.
A case right now, right?
And because of the South, a lot of places you can just have guns.
Yeah, they
T.I.'s about the gun life.
On some sexually harassing these women and
they rapists. They rape
together.
Hey! Don't just put red on.
He's still acting. What's crazy is T.I. still acting like he don't know what's going on.
No, but they canceled their show.
They celebrities. Females came to chill with them. They had consensual
They drugged them. They said they drugged them in the
whatever it was,
and then they kept going.
Whatever it was, it's serious.
What happened to innocent to proven guilty? We can't just put rape on two black people.
We're not saying he raped. We saying that he.
Ophir used the word rape. I'm talking to Ophir.
No, I'm saying him and
because of an alleged thing. I think it's more serious.
I'm not with you on that. I'm not with you on that. You on some shit, man, on your own.
I'm asking, bro. I don't know.
Listen, let's stick to sports. Speaking of sports, who saw the Lakers
1 second.
get put out?
Did T.I. and Tiny do it?
No,
in the comments.
Do not do that.
Did they do it? We want to know.
Both of these people are still free.
Can I just tell you all something? I heard about T.I. and Tiny, I want to say at least 5 years ago, about like, don't chill with them. If you see them in the club, don't chill with them. But that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm gonna say. Like if they trying to invite you anywhere, you don't want none of that.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
So just leave us a comment below.
Atlanta is weird. Atlanta is a weird place with a lot of.
It's got a lot of weirdos. That place has a lot of weird
stuff going on in Atlanta.
Every day you're gonna hear something crazy about Atlanta.
People having dungeon parties in their basements and crap and all of this crap. Every time you look up a celebrity, it's getting.
Candy says she don't have a dungeon, Tamia.
Hey, black people have it hard enough without us putting rape on them. Listen, y'all. Could we not talk about people raping other people? I do not believe this to be true.
Let's take this back. There are allegations of T.I. and Tiny. Sexually assaulted and
multiple women without their consent.
That's
multiple women without
consent. Guilty.
So I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's not true. But to those lawyers who are listening, please leave us a comment.
Can I ask you a question though? Because the Bill Cosby one, I feel a type of ways about it only because I don't see why they had to take all his show up there. That show was a classic. Like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and the Cosby Show, different world. I'm like, you could bring the Cosby Show back, but we could need to separate the artist from like their work. Because otherwise, we have loads of problematic white artists, and they still, like Mel Gibson's still making movies, and his racist. Like, first of all the Jews own most of Hollywood, and Mel Gibson's actually still making multiple movies, right? And his said a lot of anti-Semitic things and stuff. But I'm just saying, like these white actors and celebrities and artists or whatever, they're problematic as well. But for some reason, they're not held to the same regard as our black men who are problematic. I'm not saying what they're doing is right, but we need to separate the artists from their work, especially like the Cosby Show. That was a classic. That had a lot of good values, and it taught us a lot. And it was like one of the few shows that's like a black middle class family thriving. And I just want that show to come back. Really, I just want Netflix to start showing it.
You can never expect the state. This is what me and Tommy had this argument with y'all the last time. You can never expect the state to treat black people like white people. It's not gonna happen. Right. They bought them there as slaves until today. In the actual laws of the USA, black people are still not considered whatever a whole human being. They named the 3/5 of human beings. They never changed that shit. So they still considered less quality citizens in this effing hellhole. They killed another black person yesterday by the cops. It's a trash country.
Yeah,
so that's
they sure did.
They're trash bag.
The thing that ticked me off the most about the whole Bill Cosby thing is just his behavior, because like you were in a position like you know, like you was like the father of America, you know.
Yeah.
He out here raping people.
And he was like an educated black man with a you know, a good background in the suburbs with kids. You know, it was an aspiration at that time for black people that really didn't come from a lot of things.
Yeah.
And you was, you know, all these great things, and you chose out of everything in the world. You could have been even sleeping with prostitutes, as far as I'm concerned. You decided it was the best route.
Shout out to Eddie Murphy.
Rape, to drug women and rape.
Eddie, like you said, Eddie loved prostitutes.
It's disgusting.
Wow.
It's
Eddie
disgusting.
likes
drugging and raping.
He likes trannies.
I just want to know. So
what is happening?
Bill Cosby invited the lady. Well, how did he drug these, like?
Well, a few stories, I think, with the whole Janice Dickinson thing was like she was there for some type of interview or whatever it was.
How's he drugging people
in a hotel room last minute? I don't know. It's a bunch of stories.
You're a professional. You're a drug god.
No, let me tell you what I read.
Because
at first it was so hard for me to accept and believe it, especially like the caliber. And when I say
it was like 90 women though, bro.
It's
so many women.
It's a lot of women,
bro.
But then,
all in that land, bro. All in that
no,
land.
But let me tell you all something about one. Because this is the one that actually, it was within the, you remember, like it was in the, what do they call it legally when it's within the time frame that you can actually charge somebody? It's a legal term. But anyway,
statute of limitations.
Thank you, statute of limitations, right. So I think one of the girls, and like, she was like, first of all, anyone that knows me knows I'm a lesbian. I've always been a lesbian. I looked at him like a father. Looked up to him like a father, and he was like a mentor to her. So he's invited her over, and then she said one time he invited me, and I didn't realize, but his family wasn't there, and that's what happened to her. He offered her a drink, like she was talking to him about like some problems and stuff, and he offered her a drink, and she said she woke up like her top was off and all of that and it was like the next morning or something, or later, like I think it was late at night, and then the next morning, I can't remember. So she just went out, and she just flew out, and then she went home. It took her a while to process. She was actually still talking to him, like her mother called Bill Cosby and was like, how could you do this to our daughter? But they were still having like a relationship, some type of communication before she actually decided to go ahead and report him to the police. And I think that was one of the girls, not one of the girls, one of the women. Because she's like, I want to say she's much older now. She's probably in like her late 30s or something. But she was an NBA player. When you look at the pictures, you could clearly see that she is what I would consider, like, I get the vibe that she is a lesbian. So she was like, you know, I wouldn't like, in terms of like consensual sex, which is what he was claiming that most of these women, it was consensual. She was like, it wouldn't be consensual to me because I'm not even attracted to men.
So Bill Cosby rich ass is
that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Drugging and then taking their clothes off and then not putting them back on. Like he forgetting to put them away.
But even that, like she was like, you know, she was like, I was sore and just She was like, what did you do?
Oh, so Bill in there going hard. Okay. You know, some other shit.
I don't even know if it was any type of like real. It might have just been sexual assault and just, you know, groping and all of that. I can't remember exactly what she said, but either way, it wasn't consensual, and she didn't give her consent, and that was dirty, and it was wrong and disgusting, and yeah.
And then like he got all this money. I'm sure women were attracted to him in his prime, I guess. I don't know. But it seems like women would have been throwing themselves at him, like, why you gotta drug? But maybe it's a control.
I'm just so tired of like all black male celebrities getting called weird, like becoming weirder.
Like for real.
Called out for being weird.
R. Kelly's so talented, the biggest people on the planet. Like really,
so many hits that like not everybody's gonna admit, but you still listen to some R. Kelly music.
I don't. Ain't no chaos in my Serato.
Kelly is on a playlist, you know.
Every now and then he comes on my playlist. He pops up on my playlist.
Ain't no chaos in this bite.
Kelly on the
list. But like that freaky stuff, I can't even listen to it anymore.
It's about children.
Can y'all leave in the comments, please? You know, I want to know should they bring the Cosby Show back, despite the fact that he was convicted and
I think so.
Charges guilty. Should we still bring the show back? Is the show worth it? Again, what Bati was saying, it's a great show. Great family show, great powerful show for.
And then he's not the only one that was affected. We have great actors and actresses that was still being able to reap the benefits of that show. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. They might not be active in the field now, but they were great. Like most of those kids, like Lisa Bonet, what's the guy? Malcolm, I can't remember his name, but you know what I'm saying, the son, the eldest son, and then Felicia Rashad. Like those are great actresses. We weren't just watching it for Bill Cosby's goofy ass.
And then he was playing a role
like
no, he was watching somebody acting a position. This wasn't his life. This not a documentary on his real life or something.
Exactly. It's not just him that it's now affected. Like what we're doing is like just we're victimizing other people by it. Like, yeah, his trash, but like at the same time, like I'm saying, all these other stars are still making movies, still doing shit, still getting up money.
Producers and stuff. Big producers and writers that all have creepy stories about actresses and stuff coming forward and saying like he did this and this and this, and they still working, and all of their movies are still, even if they get convicted, nobody is like removing none of their products, none of their movies, all of their $1 million movies, $1 billion movies are still up in air. So like,
that's my point. That's what I'm trying to say.
So
R. Kelly, you all could do what you want with his music. I'm just done with R. Kelly.
We want some fair.
He a weirdo, real weirdo.
We just want to be fair, you know. Bring the Cosby Show back. I mean, we're not asking for Cosby, we're not asking for the drugs. Just bring the show back. Yams, what you wanna give us a quick update on Israel or something, or what you saying, man? How you
I wanted to talk about the Lakers because you trying to fucking avoid it, but I ain't gonna let you.
LeBron
James and the Los Angeles Lakers exited the playoffs on the first round. Right. Let's talk about
that. Shut up, they did? No.
Yo, you see that about it? Ophir wants you to think this ain't news.
No way. That's news.
No way.
It's not.
I knew, but it ain't nothing.
And guess who was playing? LeBron James.
It doesn't change my life, bro.
Andre Drummond, Dennis Schroeder, the whole clique. The whole clique.
So what happened? What happened?
They got beat.
Let's
Devin Booker and Chris Paul with injured shoulder gave them the business.
Let's make it very clear.
Short one or the one that
no, it's clear. They buy it. They don't make it. They won 2 games out of a best of 7. They won 2 games. 4-2.
Last game by
a lot of points.
No,
lots of points. 20 something.
Let's make it very clear.
20 something.
Make it clear.
No.
Big margins, big gaps.
Let's make it very clear.
Get everything out, you know.
Because Ophir gonna try to cover this up, so y'all gotta hear it before he starts.
Ophir, you a Lakers fan?
They got sent home.
He's a LeBron James
first
fan.
Goddamn round.
Oh, in particular, I like those type of.
I'm not. Yeah,
he was the one playing. He was the one not injured.
Let's check this out. First of all, let's be very clear. We won a chip last year. Let's get that very clear.
We won.
Yes,
okay.
we won a chip last year. They promised us. They promised us an off season. They didn't give us the off season. Okay.
Excuse time, you said.
No.
Excuses lead to nothingness.
Human being time.
Everybody else had to say, listen to me. Take it. Y'all, what you lost. And don't come here with no sad excuses about how great y'all used to be. I'm talking about right now.
I have not.
You lost.
I have not yet refuted.
I have to give me a team so I can get in on these.
I have not refuted the fact that we
stopped watching
before
it.
You go ahead and tell us all the reasons why y'all lost. Did I not tell you Lakeshore's going home first round?
They don't make them.
I said this before the series started.
The only reason I know your name is because I think you're cute.
You know
LeBron James is handsome.
Anthony Davis and LeBron James.
Oh, you dating a Kardashian?
Exactly. That's the other reason why I know.
And I know.
He comes in his dark eyes. I'm never seen somebody with such dark eyes. I'm like, get some sleep.
They in the buy it with Steph. They chilling. Him and Steph is chilling together.
Where
I don't even know. Ophir got upset. Oh, you left?
Yeah, he left. He's sick of it. He trying to go find a routine to report.
I tried to go get my Laker hat, but you know, I rep Lakers, bro. I don't care what you talk. I mean, I rep LeBron James. I don't care what you
LeBron James only. So you saying if you move to another team next year, that's a team.
Bro, he ain't got no time to go nothing. He ain't gonna be playing NBA James for years.
If LeBron James,
but I'm saying hypothetically, if he did,
it don't matter where he go. I'm with him. I'm down.
Okay, so let me ask you all this question: LeBron James or Kobe?
Huh? LeBron.
Come on, Kobe dead, first of all. Let's get somebody that's alive. Come on. Put some respect on him.
Okay, LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
RP, yeah.
LeBron James.
Come on, active player, Bati.
That's the only players I know. I only.
Michael Jordan stopped playing basketball 20 years ago.
Let's get this clear.
LeBron James. Michael in his prime, but LeBron James in his prime. Who's the best?
I didn't watch Michael Jordan. I don't have no comparison. I didn't watch
LeBron James is the GOAT of basketball.
Yeah, talk about NBA players today.
To me, nobody, only because that's who I grew up with, nobody will ever be better than Michael Jordan. It's like the
But I didn't see him play. You want to say, I heard the stories, but I want to be thinking like, oh, MJ is a beast. I ain't never see him do nothing.
Bro.
I know him for being old with red ass and being a cranny.
He did have some red eyes. He had
LeBron James.
I don't know why.
He said, smoke cigars and drink liquor every day after he stopped playing.
He's been smoking and drinking.
It was me and him crying.
Jordan smoke 1,000 cigars and drink all the hard alcohol.
He's been smoking and drinking from day one.
Who?
From day one.
Jordan
gambling.
He smoke a lot of cigars and drink a lot of hard alcohol.
He looked like he lives an interesting
And he
life.
gamble a lot too. He likes to gamble. He live a hard life.
Woman, right?
You're a professional.
White woman.
Yeah.
Oh,
he divorced from a black lady that took all his money.
She stayed with him for 5 years.
Wow.
His wife wasn't white. His wife was white. What?
No,
his first wife was
Michael
black.
Jordan's wife is white now.
Now, I think the one now, I don't even know if
he married right now to a white woman, and they had like if she stays for 5 years.
Listen, y'all ain't gonna just put anything on my gal.
She gets $1 million.
Wow.
Like what's crazy is after that black woman divorced him, all he did was stay white. But he was messing with white girls even in the beginning.
First off, why would you even get married again after you Michael Jordan? Only go to horse. Like you lost your black queen, give up.
No, I'm saying so he married to a white woman who he said is the love of his life. He told her if she lasts for 5 years, then she gets $1 million or something. They got a nice premium.
He said all she gotta do is
that's all she gets is $1 million?
No, some millions. Like he told her, like if she stayed with him up to like this certain amount of time without a divorce, he would give her this money. So that means if she stayed with him, she gets some points.
Hang in there.
Of course she gonna hang in. Who not gonna hang in?
He got a full-blown white woman.
Let me tell you, I feel like
LeBron James. That's why LeBron is the GOAT.
Yeah, LeBron is the GOAT. That's why. I agree with you.
OBJ is the GOAT.
First of all, his wife, LeBron's wife, is so pretty. I love her. I love his.
We love her too. I love it. She black love.
I love them.
Really?
Scottie Pippen got a white wife also that like Future.
LeBron, yeah.
Don't bring us old news, you out. They ain't even married anymore. She moved on to another NBA player, and they just broke up.
Her name is Larsa.
Was it Malik somebody?
But they're not together.
You talk about Larsa Pippen, and she's not white. She's like Asian. She's got something Middle Eastern Asian.
He been divorced from Larsa. You know, I watched.
Yeah, him and Larsa. Exactly. Right.
Believe me, they've been divorced.
We know. Her and Future ain't been together.
Yeah, keep showing their pictures. It's the funniest.
Cam's going to show their shit.
He act like that's a live video. He caught that live.
I found it. It's live. It's live, y'all.
That's what the internet's doing, y'all. That's what they fucking on the internet's doing. Wiping up these white queens.
Can we just talk about how the NBA don't even really have no hot basketball players anymore? That's the only reason I used to watch.
Ain't no really no fan with NBA. Like,
ain't no fun.
They say Kristen is fan, but
can't take no parts of this conversation.
Kristen? No. First of all, he don't look healthy. He never looks healthy to me. I can't be attracted to you. I can see that he's handsome, but I can't find you attractive if you don't look healthy. His eyes are so dark. Like, first of all, is something wrong?
I have no idea. They talk about handsome NBA players. I tuned out.
Yeah. Like, who else? Like, who's handsome? Ain't none. That's my point. And then they're all doing this emo alternative look, some of them. Like something weird with their hair, they're super skinny and just ripped jeans and like they're just not the same. It's not
true. Went to the NBA, would have had somebody fan.
Girl, I watched the MJ documentary, the one they had on Netflix that everybody's renting and raving about. And all I could say is those dudes were super fine. Like they were showing like some of the people he went up against and they were all so handsome. I was like, what? And like they had that thing about them.
But they have a lot of ballers.
They look like they was drinking and smoking.
A lot of them not like tall, so they have presence. And they ballers, so a lot of girls like them, but they're not like technically attractive.
It's not the same. Like these guys were actually very attractive. Like even young MJ was fine. Like it's wild. To me, LeBron is handsome. But I know his headline's wild, but to me, he's handsome. But it's
y'all want to talk about something
like
we ain't all talked about, or y'all want to keep?
Y'all talking about basketball for like a few minutes. We ain't have nothing to say. We don't know what
y'all talking about handsome. LeBron is handsome. What I'm supposed to say about that?
I'm just listening, trying to
agree or disagree.
You didn't have to say nothing. You could just let it.
All right, so say what you wanted to say, Emuel. What's sorry? Go ahead.
Not that LeBron is handsome. I mean, I'm just saying. We focus on the fact that they lost.
Like I don't have.
And our fear team suck. Can we do that? We can get back to that. Sports is about wins and losses. They took these L's. No. We're not talking hate. We're talking facts right now.
Let's be real. Let's just be real to one another.
Okay,
your team didn't make the fucking
cut our conversation off.
I know.
Your team, Stephen Curry didn't make.
So Steph Curry's your team? I don't mind Steph either. Whatever.
Before the playoffs. So we don't have nothing to talk about. I like his wife
more than I like him.
That's what you gonna say?
You don't have nothing to talk about, sir.
You gonna say my team like there was a whole team? That's what you gonna say out your mouth?
Flip your camera. You just say I lost it. Anthony Davis couldn't even walk. So you don't have to say that. You have to deal with that yourself.
Listen to me. You're not gonna play us like Steph wasn't the MVP, embarrassing the whole league, playing with 4 trash cans. It was Steph
winning the MVP, and he ain't winning.
It was Steph.
I didn't get to watch him play a lot.
4 trash bags against the whole Western Conference. And he drugged him to the AC when ain't nobody had faith. And he was injured part of the season, by himself.
LeBron James took 4 trash bags to the finals. I don't want to hear that. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, sir. So can we talk about what's going on in Israel?
Had trash bags to play with. Can we move on?
No, LeBron James had a whole championship team. What is over here talking about? They get the whole NBA. They had Andre Drummond, Dennis Schroeder, Caruso. All these is champions out here dominating. Dennis Schroeder, a champion.
Everybody,
a fucking champion, bro.
Caruso, a fucking champion, bro.
Everybody you just named is a beat writer. Everybody just named is a sad show. Everybody just named. Anthony Davis, the only real player, and he was injured. Andre Drummond, not a real player. He fake. Andre Drummond is a fake player. Fuck yeah. What you mean? He's a bench player, bro. He a bench? He started on every team he was on. What you talking about, dude? No, he did. Come on, you hating now. Now you hating. He didn't just start on the Lakers. Because he got that Lakers, man. Anthony Davis. He been in the NBA for 10 years up into that. He started everywhere he go. He one of the best in the league. Don't hate on Andre. Listen, all I'm saying is...
What I'm talking, Tommy. I wish we could have, go into another meeting room. Ain't Khloe Kardashian pregnant again?
Wow.
I think so. And they back in.
Why did she get
Stop
pregnant
recording, bro.
Again?
Stop recording. The people don't need to hear it.
Kardashians. Wow.
Cut it, bro.
We started talking about ball players.
I apologize to all the listeners.
Let's talk about the one that let's talk about Tristan Thompson.
Tristan, honestly though, I don't know what
he played for.
But whatever he's doing,
Tristan played for Boston Celtics.
His being real smart, Tristan.
He played for Boston Celtics.
I don't know a dude that could cheat so much and still you take him back. And I'm sure
it's women that cheating, man. I mean, it is what it is.
Number one.
How about multiple times and so publicly?
No, but it's women that have experienced being cheated on. And
Camille Cosby still with Bill Cosby. Camille Cosby still with Bill Cosby. And how about Bill Gates?
It's not called cheating. He exercises his options.
Not only is he exercising his options, he made grown ass man. Like, what the problem is?
Who are you talking about? Wait, who are you talking about?
Tristan
Thompson.
First of all,
that's LeBron's homie.
Khloe Kardashian has
so wait. Is it true that LeBron slept with Beyonce or no?
Who?
What?
No.
LeBron.
What is
that with
this?
Beyonce? Go look it up right now. Go look it up.
I'm heard about that, but I don't believe that. It's no evidence
right now. Go look it up right now.
No, we're not doing this, bro.
Go look it up right now, bro.
We ain't just gonna keep shitting on our black greats, bro. Now we about to put her on Beyonce, a married woman with kids.
Go look it up right now.
Nah.
Don't go look it up.
That's gossipy and nasty.
She wasn't always a married woman. She didn't always have kids.
People have attraction and sex drive.
You don't know what the hell happened behind it. And they love to have those weird ass parties. They like to swing.
What weird parties, Tommy?
Why are y'all putting this on Beyonce? Oh my God, y'all
Jay-Z.
We are not gonna talk about Beyonce on this podcast.
Beyonce and LeBron James, man. Come on now. Come on.
Did Jay-Z not cheat on her?
I think she can do it. I think she can do it.
You sound like Steve Harvey right now. I don't want to talk about it.
Ophir is acting like Steve Harvey. You acting like Steve Harvey
about to have us disappear. They be looking for keywords to say Beyonce.
Ophir, you acting like Derek Jackson. Derek Jackson right now, bro.
Call me Derek Jackson Jr.
We about to lose our podcast talking about Beyonce and LeBron.
Good God, bro. Y'all gonna put all this smut on our black representatives? Come on.
Number one. They don't represent me, so I don't feel too emotional connected.
Come on. I'm just saying they black, bro. We could choose somebody else to put some dirt on, bro. We got enough.
I don't want to talk about white people. I want to talk about black people. I'm black.
Come on. Talk about us in a good light, bro. Let us share.
So don't
put us on this podcast. Putting Beyonce and LeBron's
rich and successful.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
She a married woman, bro.
She's married now. She ain't always been married her whole life.
But when they was
saying before they was married,
she was married.
You said before they was married.
Let's stop talking about it. It's not true. I don't believe it. There's no evidence to say it was.
I'm with you, Bati. Ophir's on some trash on this podcast.
I'm open to the possibility of that creepy industry having.
Tamia and Ophir are on something else. No, it never.
I'm always open to some theories and to some conspiracies with no facts and just your assumptions.
Y'all trying to protect people who don't care about
y'all. Are you telling me that it's 0% chance that something could ever have happened between LeBron James and Beyonce? 0%.
I'm not saying 0%. I just know.
So it's a chance. That's all I'm saying.
That's a good question. That's a good question.
It's a chance. It's a chance I had an affair with LeBron. It's a chance you had an affair.
That's what I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying.
I had an affair with Jay-Z.
That's not true.
You all will never know. You all will never know. You all will never know. Except you would, because I tell everybody. I would tell everybody. I would still be getting payments from Jay-Z. Like, you better invite me.
You said Jay still paying up. Wow.
I'm saying it's a possibility for everything. Like, we can't say that.
I'm saying if your grandmother had wheels, she would be a car, but she not. So come on now. Let's stop.
She do. She drives.
No. Don't. Please don't make that the same example.
She drives.
I'm saying that if the rumor appeared, whatever, and it came up, they didn't. Neither one of them denied it. Neither one of them made a comment. Nobody said
there was no need to.
We don't know if such a wild. So we can't say,
feel like celebrities have to address every rumor. You're giving people too much power. I don't feel like it's necessary. To me, if I was that popular and I was a celebrity, I probably wouldn't address any rumors. I could care less what people think about me, as long as me and the people I know. And Beyonce, what she won't do is address any rumors. Like Beyonce,
if it's a possibility, did she cheat on him? It's a possibility. I'm not saying that yes, they definitely.
I agree with that.
But I mean, it could happen. This is the industry where people do whatever they want to do. They switch and swap wives. You don't know what they do.
Oh, if you see what you open this up to?
We don't know what they do. I'm just saying we don't know what they do.
Out of us, that's all. I'm tired of us being fake on the podcast towards Jay-Z, you know?
Well, who's been fake towards Jay-Z? It's so stupid.
What? What are you saying right now, bro?
I'm not a huge Jay-Z fan. I'm like, okay, Jay-Z fan.
I love Jay-Z.
Fake towards the listeners.
Ophir got some hate in his heart for Jay. Ophir hates Jay-Z secretly.
He's a real hater.
I don't know what's good with that, but you gotta stop, bro. Yeah, that's some trash.
I never do that.
You were throwing smut on black people's name. This whole podcast, we gotta send you to Kwame Brown, bro. We gotta send Ophir to Kwame Brown to get some of his mother's cooking, bro.
Do you think it's a fact that Jay-Z slept with Rihanna?
No, I don't believe that either.
He was an artist too.
I think that's
took
true.
her on that soundtrack.
Why are y'all keep dabbing into people's bedroom and putting bodies on married people?
Not even because of Jay-Z. Not even because I believe in Jay-Z so much, but I believe in Rihanna so much.
Tacky.
I think it's true.
A young, that's like if
I think it's true.
Chris Brown signed me when I was 16, he was 30 something.
You
always give some to Chris Brown if you ask.
You're doing a lot right now. You're doing a lot of blaming and throwing bodies on people.
So I definitely
you're going crazy.
Him anything. I have to find you attractive.
Who blaming him? I'm saying there's a chance that these things can happen. You know how.
Hopefully, y'all married people don't talk about y'all like this.
Let me tell you this. Let's say this, Kim.
They definitely do.
Let me bring something up closer to home.
I don't want to think about no married people and what they doing. Black men don't cheat. That's my stance.
Human behavior.
Black men don't cheat.
Never.
People will do anything to their cousins, their wives, their spouses, their brothers.
Black men don't cheat. They black,
Never.
they don't cheat. That's my stance. We
Never.
thankful.
You said LeBron wouldn't cheat. You ain't saying because of Beyonce.
I'm saying black men as a whole.
Plural, as a
So you
group.
saying it's not because of her, it's because of him that they
I'm saying, no. Listen to what I'm saying. Because you keep asking, I'm trying to
tell you.
black men.
Options on Beyonce. What about that? You don't think he exercise them? Would you exercise them? Who wouldn't?
I don't think about that.
Beyonce as an option that she
what
said.
I do think about is the faithfulness of a black man. Yeah, we out here
like,
keeping it.
Actually, I got a nice black queen at home. Yeah, right.
What?
I don't care if you LeBron.
But I don't think that ever happened. I really don't.
Wow. You know,
I really don't want to give that story any type of attention. I don't believe that happened.
To all the listeners, today is y'all chance to interact with us. So I'm happy that we have some interesting subjects for you. So for those who feel like this did happen, go ahead right now.
Do not say on this comment thing that he doing.
Right
don't participate.
We need to know.
Throwing smut on black kings and queens. This is not what this podcast is about.
That's all we're done this whole podcast. It's talk trash about black people.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he came on here with an agenda, and he
it ain't about black people. It's about everybody.
He came on here like I feel like a group of you called Tamia as to support on your agenda.
LeBron James not a man.
That's what you did.
Beyonce not a
Y'all
woman.
sound like a group of Kevin Samuel haters.
With natural urges.
Y'all sound like a group of Kevin Samuel haters.
He the best. She the best. They like, let's see what can happen. Who knows?
Chatty patty business, gossipy.
Y'all sound like
black me.
Y'all sound like
black me. I want y'all to know I won't take part in ever throwing y'all under the bus on no level. Not me. I got y'all back in for Fear sad to stab y'all in it. I'm gonna be there to stitch up the wound and put some salt in it. Make sure y'all heal up.
You
out here to stab the brothers in the back.
You accused by association with us. The podcast is gone. You gone. Your Instagram gonna be blocked too.
Black men, know that I have you.
All I know is I would have made it to where I get invited to a Rock Nation brunch, and you let a not about to ruin that for me. You let a not about to ruin that for me. You know that Rock Nation brunch they have every year right before
Are you sure you want to be there? Are you sure?
No, yes, I want to be there. Of course,
you don't know if you want to be there because you haven't.
Now she about to put them in the Illuminati. Go ahead, put some more smut on the black people.
You don't know what the hell is happening at this party. They take pictures of how they go in and sacrifice them.
Rock Nation and brunch.
Well, when I go, I'll let you know what happens.
Let me know.
Unless Beyonce makes me sign an NDA, and hopefully I can screenshot the NDA. You could just, if I get Beyonce to make me sign an NDA, I made it. Mama, I made it. I'm gonna be so excited.
I mean, but then, like, will you be?
Fear ruined your chances that ever happened about you.
He really did. He really did.
Fear's out here.
Beyonce, but you see how hard I fought for you, Beyonce, though. You see how hard I fought.
Look.
Oh, you said Beyonce is watching this live?
Tamia, I'm sorry. I would have loved to bring you along, Tamia, but you didn't
made a song and referenced Beyonce in it.
Oh, God, now
her career was over from that day on.
But that was her fault. She did it to herself. And Carrie Hilson has a stank attitude. Let's talk about Carrie Hilson's attitude.
Why Beyonce is the guy? She could just cut people like that?
No, the Beehive. Her fans
and you control people that work in radio stations and crap. You never know. I mean, you put certain you blacklist people when you got enough power. You can.
No, it was the fans. They went after Carrie Hilson so hard.
Beyonce fans was just so hard. Yeah.
Beyonce's fans do not play.
They start putting bees under all your stuff and like
when you start getting the bees, like let me tell you, we start getting bees. We got bees under our comments.
Listen, y'all, stop talking crazy. How is this even a problem? They leaving bees in your comments and you
bother? No, but not just
that is a signal.
Look, do you really have that girl?
That's a signal,
bro. That's just the tip of the iceberg. But I remember the whole alleged Becky with the white hair, the whole alleged TNT scandal. So just because they assumed they made a connection with their own selves that this woman was the one that Jay-Z allegedly cheated on Beyonce with, they harassed her Instagram to the point that she had to like shut her account down because they was threatening her in her DMs, threatening her under her things about she should die. It ain't just the bees. I mean, they're aggressive. I'm saying they do leave bees, but they leave way more aggressive.
Is the lady still alive?
Bees is a symbol. But how about Sanaa? Your girl Sanaa Lathan.
She alive, but socially she did.
What about Sanaa Lathan? How they went after
Kings
her?
And Queens.
She was the one that bit.
Kings and Queens. Kings and Queens. We've been going for 2 hours. Kings and Queens. Okay. I have work. I have to call somebody. We've been going
Number one, you the person that's supposed to be talking about Israel. I asked you this 3 times. You ain't said nothing.
I can't talk about Israel. We've been going for 2 hours. I'll get to the next part.
We can do that for the next part.
Yeah, my God. Y'all wanted to talk about pee and breast milk for 30 minutes. So.
I mean, that's some people need to hear about pee and breast milk.
First of all, it's important.
I was trying to lead that conversation.
It's a lot of people going to the beach getting stung. It's important. It's summer.
Get peed on, y'all.
All I know is R. Kelly's gonna be listening to this in his jail cell. So excited.
Bruh, just feeling like, man, finally somebody understand me. Anyway.
I don't understand him, and I definitely don't understand y'all. And while y'all still talking about pee and breast milk.
Yeah, I don't understand him or y'all. Wow. To all the listeners out there, thank you guys for making it through. It was a tough one. It was a tough one. We went through a few subjects here, so I hope you can weed out the good things and leave the bad things. I feel the milk was great. I feel the pee was great. I feel everything was great, so yeah, thank you guys for coming. We ain't been together in a while, but we're excited to be back. Everyone's looking really, really well. Y'all want to say something to the people? Everybody, anyone else want to say anything to the people, to the listeners?
Praise God to make money. Prayer hands.
Every day.
We going outside.
Make sure this is the podcast I want you to listen to and leave a comment about something that you heard. Drop a comment at the bottom. Let us know what you think. And let us know if you guys have any ideas for topics that you are interested in that we could pick up for you guys and kind of talk about. Until next time, peace. Be safe, be blessed, and we will see you guys next week.
This is.
Bye.